Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wald. So, this morning I wanted to talk about when you guys come on, feel free to make comments, ask questions. I'm kind of going to go talk about um, a couple things. And one of them is kind of a quick little story about my little stroke. So let me tell you what happened. Just a brief little portion, then I'll get into it. It was about, well, no, it was October 19th, 2010. Kind of a regular day, but I was very sick. I didn't feel right. And then, my hand started tingling, my right leg started feeling strange. And then in a minute, what I thought, um, luckily my son and my wife picked me up and put me into bed. Otherwise, I would have been on the floor. Stroke. Um, kind of strange. So, uh, like I don't really remember everything, um, but it was kind of weird. I kept hearing the doctors saying once I got to the hospital, here saying things like limited mobility, may not speak the same way, and the worst, this is the new normal. What? The new more normal? But that's why I didn't. That was after I woke up after 9 days in ICU. So, but guess what? I didn't. I decided they don't define my normal. I do. So won't lie to you. The recovery, it's hard, harder than anything I've ever done. Learning to walk again like a baby, um, speaking again like a toddler, um, and emotionally, man, the anger, the sadness, the silence from some people who used to be close. That was kind of strange. But I also learned something beautiful. I'm still here because of this stroke, not in spite of it. I'm stronger, not just physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Every day is a challenge, but every day is also a win. So let's see. Good morning, John. Morning, Zane, Doug, me, and Faisal. Nice to see you guys, and I appreciate you guys being here. I'm just going to get into a couple little things. But anyway, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel called Let's Talk Stroke. And if you like it, just hit the thumbs up. But anyway, this is it was just by me. I'm not having a guest on today, but like I said, I'm stronger. I'm still here. That's kind of the biggest thing that I went on. It's a challenge, but every day is a win. So why am I here behind this mic here? Because I know someone out there is going through something. Maybe it's a stroke, maybe it's cancer, or grief, or depression, or just life not being fair. Um, so, if so, this podcast is for you. Every week, I bring guests on and give stories. They have stories of what they've been going through. Other people who have just been through hell and made it back stronger. We'll talk about mindset, rehab, relationships, um, and the raw truth about what it means to come back, not to your old life, but something new, something better. Um, you get confused of what you're going to do. So if you're listening right now, I want to tell you something. You're not broken. Excuse me. You're not broken. You're in the middle of your comeback. And this podcast is just not mine. It's ours. So let's walk this path together. So here's a quick. We want to talk about. Here's a quick challenge for you. I'll say this week. Write one. Right. Okay. A little aphasia here, creeping on here. Write down one thing you can do today that you couldn't do last month. I mean, for me, like might be standing for 5 more seconds, lifting a spoon without help, um, or maybe just saying I'm proud of myself. Those small wins, they're your comeback. Uh, back here to these wonderful comments. So who else? Yes, every day above ground is a good day. You're right. You are completely right. Um, and then, um, so first of all, I appreciate you guys listening here, and uh, thanks for listening to this. It's a kind of a comeback. So, and if you're a survivor, I want to hear from you. Send me a message at my talkstroke@gmail.com, and we can schedule me on the show, or if you just want to talk, because you want to know you're not alone. You're not alone at all. So we're just getting started. So keep going, keep fighting. Your comeback is happening right now. But today, I also want to talk to you about something even harder than rehab, harder than speech therapy, harder than learning how to walk again. I mean, there's things that I want to talk about. Your identity. Who am I now? Who are you now? Because after your stroke or after a life-altering, challenging event, you're starting to ask those questions. So before the stroke, I was a strong, independent guy. Loved working, driving, joking around with people, and I was the guy that helped people. But then suddenly, as you know how this whole thing works, then suddenly I couldn't even help myself. And I know a lot of you out there are saying the same thing. I couldn't even, I couldn't even tie my shoes. I couldn't say my name clearly, which is just, I mean, think about that. And I couldn't recognize the man in the mirror. Just things have changed. I kept saying, I can't do what I used to do. Am I still me? That's a painful question, but it's also where the healing begins. At first, I don't know if you all agree, I grieved the version of me. I'm mad. I was very mad. But slowly something started to happen. I started finding other pieces of myself. I found patience. I found gratitude. I found peace in moments I used to overlook, like hearing a bird. I know if anybody knows my story, I used to talk to birds when I had mine. So I hearing the bird or just saying one clear sentence. And I realized maybe I was losing myself. I just didn't know what was going on. Maybe I'm meeting now the new version of me. So, we live in a world that tells us what we are and what we do. You know, can anybody agree with that? And I realized maybe I was losing myself, but I think we're meeting the new version of ourselves. But then life, we have to slow down. Um, you've got to realize that. But I'm just still me, and if that was what the title of this show was. I'm still me. I'm becoming more. Say it again. Every day, even when it feels fake. Because of the new version of you, they're not less. They're just different, and different doesn't make you broken. So here's another challenge. Reflect. Challenge is a reflection exercise. Write down 5 things about yourself that have nothing to do with your body. Um, I'm funny. I care about people. I don't give up. Another good one. Don't give up. Um, I notice small things now. That I really do. I live every day. Um, I mean, your body may be recovering, but your soul, your character, your fire, that's still you. But if anybody can use any kind of motivation, um, please do that. Uh, let's see. I hope I'm not. I'm going to look at these comments. And again, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. Uh, I'm going to bring up some comments. So let's get into this. Jerry Chapman, what happens when you don't like the so-called new version of you. Well, for me, I'm not just talking about me. If I don't like the version of me, I mean, I accepted it. It took me a long time to accept it. So that's why I push myself every single day. I mean, I don't give up. Yeah, I have those days that are just like I I don't like myself. I should have been doing this. I should have been doing that. But no, it's not how I look at myself. I'm not sure if that answered your question, but yeah, I mean, you have those days that you don't feel how you are. I'm okay with it. So that's just how me. And I start rambling on. Um, but good morning, good morning. I said I'm looking out there. Crystal, good morning. Um, Thank you for putting in where you're from. Um, I appreciate that. That's great. And if you like it, share it. I mean, it's always good to share things. But what else was I going to say? I'll go back to Jerry. Don't be afraid, or anybody else. Don't be afraid of who you are becoming. Um, you're still you. Um, you got to remember you are more than ever. Um, but there, you know, please watch the show and you'll find other people. Share this with someone who needs a reminder. Um, they're still them too. Um, so I'm hoping that answered you there. Yeah, Doug, I know. Same here. Tara, good morning. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Just go into there. Thank you, calling from Michigan. Um, but yeah, if you do you remember that day that it happened? I mean, you know, I just, it's amazing how things did change completely. But from day one, completely changed. Um, I still walk with a limp. Um, I talk funny, but that's okay. I mean, I kind of laugh at myself. Some people get frustrated, um, but when I'm talking, some things come out wrong, and I don't notice it. Only, I'll give you little things. Just talk slower. I mean, that's one thing that I have to do is talk slower. Um, Wayne, see you. Um, but yeah, there's so many other things out there that we have to work on. What was it? But can you remember the day it happened? Um, People say, "Oh, you should have been better by now." October 19th, 2010. I should have been. I mean, you go through little cycles of, sometimes you get complacent, and you feel like you don't want to do any therapy, or you just want to sit there, and it's okay to have those days, right? I mean, from that one day, I don't know how everyone felt, but a week prior, nosebleeds. And I moved from California to Texas, and when I moved here, um, I thought, because I heard, it's the allergies. Good morning, good morning, you guys. I can still remember, I had nosebleeds for about a week before my stroke. Now, I thought, yeah, it's just the allergies. I mean, I carried tissues around. It was a lot of just a lot of work, and then I got feeling sick, and one thing led to another, and you know, luckily I was driving about an 8-hour drive back here to Texas from a business trip. That same day is when I had my stroke. I mean, who knew? And I know that Kevin, whoever, anybody, I have seizures. So I can remember one time, and they didn't take my license away, but they I was driving one day. I felt uh, my leg. It usually starts in my right affected leg. I start feeling it shaking. I pulled over on the freeway. And I thought, okay, I may be just thinking I'm going to have a seizure. And sometimes, if you think you're going to have one, it feels like you're gonna. Um, but I didn't. Got back on the road and went where I was going. Craig, Nolan, Lynn. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Kevin, everybody. But yeah, so it's just been a journey that we're taking. And don't feel bad about yourself. I know, every stroke is different. I know that, and it's but I don't remember everything. But I was scared of what's going on with my family and what are they going to do? Because man, when in my bedroom when I stood there, oh man, I felt because the I know this was the craziest thing. I felt no what do you call it? No mobility. I was numb, and I felt numb all over my body, wiggling, standing over there until I could talk at that time just for a little bit, and wow, I thought, okay, I didn't finish all my business. I didn't finish what in this world what I was supposed to do, and I just thought the worst. I mean, I didn't want to say anything to the family, but I felt the worst that was going to happen to me. But luckily, I'm here still. And it took, well, I'm just about 15 years out. And but you got to have a positive attitude with this whole journey that we're on. So if anybody else is feeling like they want to be on and share their journey, their story. I mean, mine's a long story. I mean, I just told you the date of what happened, and I've been told, well, why aren't you normal, or why aren't you not running? But you know, I think to myself, and I don't want to think the worst. Oh, wait till you have a stroke. I mean, it's hard to believe that every 40 seconds someone's having a stroke. So it's kind of a crazy thing. So, but feel free to reach out. Craig or Nolan, please reach out to me. You guys go to my email, talkstroke@gmail.com. Let me know if you wanted to chat sometime. You want to be on the show and share your journey. And for those of you that have seen my show with guests on here, or if because we do have another panel discussion where there's going to be, I mean, I can host up to 10 people on here, but we, have it's kind of easier because we can see 4 people on, including myself, and then we'll chat about what you all want to chat about. If you guys have a topic you want to discuss, or you want me to discuss, I'd be more than happy on, and we can talk about it. But Kevin, I can still reach out and support my family and friends with whatever I do with that. Kevin, that's awesome. That's awesome, and I do. Yeah, and that's good. That's a really strong thing to have. Is a terrific support system, and I hope and pray that you guys have a great support system as well, because it really does make the difference. It does make a huge difference. So anyway, so if any questions you want to ask me, or any, you can always put them in the comments, and I'll get back to you after the show. I'll be more than happy to. But anyway, that's what I want to talk about, is still me. Still me. Do you understand that? Still me with Jerry. Because I'm really mentally let's see, anyway. It's hey, yeah, ask questions. This is great. Just to let you know, Doug, right here. Has anyone tried Botox in affected arm? I've had Botox in my right side, my arms, in my lats here, and my leg too. So it doesn't. Some people say it doesn't work for them, but Gary, for me it worked. It worked. The thing with the Botox, how it affected me. Now everybody is different. The it helped me within a week. It kicked in, and about 3 months is when you're allowed. Well, you can have another round of Botox, but it helped me. Just made me unstable because kind of helps spasticity. And this not for everyone, but anyway, it does. It, anyway, I know I meant ramble on that, but so Doug, that's yes, I've had it. If anybody else had, it'd be interesting to see if it didn't work. And but yeah, so that's what I did, and I'm putting it up here. Whoa, positive attitude. I appreciate certain people like their new versions of themselves. There's people like me that feel punished as well as their family. You know what? I know. I'm with you on there. I felt like that because I was sad for my family, Jerry. Just because now I feel like I took care of everybody, but they now they have to take care of us. That is that's that's torture. I mean, I thought so, but now I work really hard on making sure that I do as much as I can. Um, when I don't have my AFO on, then I'm a little unstable. So, but yeah, I don't know if I've answered that. And then Tara, nice to see you. Um, let's see, Tara, where'd you go here? Tara Evans, nice to see you. Today is hard, and that's another thing. I'd like to say that, but not fair. The noise is loud and emotions are raw, so raw. So thankful for this show because this is the only support I have. Tara, we're gonna do another panel. Love to have you back on again, so we can discuss because that's a real those are real not fears. They're just real as far as the the noise. The noise gets me. How much does anybody have when you're in a conversation with somebody like in the house, and we have a lot of people in here, and they are you're trying to concentrate on one person, and I'm going jumbled around. So sometimes I have to go into another room. I don't know if anybody else has that happen. You have to go to another room just to kind of take a breather because there's so much going on and just really messes with you. Does for me. It's only help. Okay, I see you there. Peace, Brad. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, it's real. I mean, who does not have those emotions? It's, people look at you, right? And they say, I know for me, people look and say, you don't look like you had a stroke. Hmm? That's how many people have had that happen. You don't look like you've had a stroke. Brad, good to see you. Okay? So it didn't help you as much. Okay. Um, I don't know if that, as far as the Botox. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm with you here. Hell yeah. Yes. Good to see you. Gary. Yeah. It'd be something like that, or they don't realize, like, you may look fine on the outside, but boy, that those emotions are kicking all over the place. Um, you know, it is you did, let's see what you said. A lot of noise can create panic for you. Yeah, Gary, it's real. I know it is, and it's something that we all not everybody, but you'd be surprised how many people have that happen to them. Is all the panic that we have. Uh, I know. Colleen, I that happens to me a lot if I start bringing it up, and I know it doesn't make any sense. And I know, I'm with you on that. But how many people? Um, was it Craig? Loud noises make me jump. Here's another thing. Does anybody have an issue if you were taken by ambulance or a fire truck is and the noise, or does that make you really stressed out when you start to hear the ambulance? Because for me, I still get that panic when I see an ambulance come by, and I see, there's some elderly people down the road, and I see an ambulance come by here and there with the fire truck, and holy, you know what? It really kind of gives me panic. Thank you. I know. Um, it's hard. Let's see. Zane, would you? Uh, let's see here, because I had those squint, but I can pull it on the screen. And hopefully no one minds that. But have here getting this feel I've been punished. Yeah. In fact, um, Jerry Chapman mentioned that a little bit. So you both feel like that. I hate to hear that. Um, but does anybody have the same issues? You don't look like it. How many people have been told that? You don't look like you had a stroke. But when you're going, I can tell for the most part someone's had a stroke. Excuse me. That I can tell for the most part who has had a stroke or not when I'm out and about. But yeah, so that I just want to still me with me. I know, still with me, Jerry Wald. That's a title, and I wanted to do that just to see and bring on more awareness to this crazy situation that we're going on. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm on. It's gonna be short, but I just want to reach out and hear anybody else is going through the exact same thing that I'm going through, which I mostly like that we are. But I do say, gotta be strong. I mean, I know in the beginning, how are you gonna be? How, how do you get strong? Well, it's tough. You just gotta. It's just gotta be. You gotta be real and honest with yourself. And in seriously, you gotta look. I was told this a long time ago. You still gotta look in the mirror and accept who you are now. But again, look back and see how you were, and say, "Wow, I have come a long way." Um, I mean, just seriously. And thank you for really this. That I bring these up here. I know if for people to understand, this is I'm with you on that. I'll look at yours to the other ones, but it's difficult for people to understand what they can't see. I know, I know, I know. It's true. I saw yours, Karen. Jerry. I've been told sometimes you don't look like you had a stroke, and I say, strange. You don't look like you. Yeah, I'm, yeah, I'm with you. I see you there. Um, um, so, Craig, what you saying? This is with this interactive stuff I love. So that's true. I can spot a stroke a mile away. Little commonalities, yes, give it away, even when most people would not notice. I know. Isn't that true? Um, yeah. So that's one thing that I know and believe is what you guys are all saying here. But let's see, Tara. Yes, John Prince. Nice to see you. Let's see here. I'll find you there. I'm very jumpy. Any and everything scares me. Knock on the door. I'm jumpy. What about the ambulances out there? You know. But and Lynn, I've also been. Yeah. So Lynn, nice to see you. Um, I was been told doesn't look like I had a stroke till they see me walk with a walker. Or yeah. I mean, I know it's, and who gets a little nervous when you think you can walk fairly okay. You go to the grocery store, wherever you're going, and now you can't walk as great as um, you can, just because you're a little skittish or whatever. Good morning, Jana. Jana from Canada. Nice to see you. Um, yes, Jana. Yes, hope everything's going well with you. Okay, that's good. I think uh, remove with that. Um, how many people have lost friends? Some people have lost family members. I've seen too many people on my show that it's sad to see that, their spouse or even kids I've seen that have, have lost family members. And to me, that's just sickening. I don't really like that. But every journey is different, and that's how we deal with that. Everything easily to try to, yeah. I know, Zane, but yeah. So anyway, that's really what it's a quick little what I wanted to talk about this morning, because it's real. And the thing is, these a lot of people send me emails. I get a lot of them, and um, a lot of people send me emails or private messages. Let's talk about this topic. Let's talk about this. And so that's where I get a lot of these from you guys. Um, Jana, I'm lost. You lost family, friends, and a spouse. You know, sorry to hear that. Okay, John. Okay, would love to. All right, let's do that. I won't forget, John. But yeah, thank you for offering that. But we will make sure that, and you know, I can. I wonder if if anybody wants to send either send me a message, or my email's talkstroke@gmail.com. It's pretty easy, talkstroke. But if not, just send me a private message, or I've got a short-term memory. But John, yeah, and if Jerry, Mr. Chapman, if you're out there, um, well, I'll put it on my phone here right after this, John. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys being here today. I really do. And again, if there's something like you got out of this, mostly in the beginning or whatever, share it, and I appreciate it. So I hope you guys, today's Thursday. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Today's Thursday. Yeah, Kevin, nice to see you. We'll see you later. Um, anyway, yeah, if you guys ever want to be on, feel free. Yes, you do, Jenna, and me too. And that's why I come on and just say things that don't probably make no sense. Let me know. Yeah, John, thank you. But yeah, yes. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. And if I don't talk to you before the weekend, we'll see you on Tuesday, and I'll look at the calendar, and if it may work out, maybe we can do the panel discussion Tuesday. But I'll look at the schedule, and we'll figure that out. But anyway, like I said, take care, and thank you. And you're right, Doug. Thank you to everybody. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you on the